Set, go. Hi, guys. Hello.
Hi, everybody.
Adrian, for popping in and having this going for us. And I also see, Heather and I both said hi, and Lori with It All Adds Up. Thank you for coming in.
Hello.
So Heather is trying to get her hours because she's like, 120 away?
Yeah, just from my 3K, so almost there.
Ministry hours are kind of down, so we paired up to both go live so that we could both get some watch hours. So I'm trying to get my YouTube studio for Broken Hearts Ministry to do thumbs up instead of thumbs down because I don't like it when it does that. It's like, oh, sad. So I'm going to try to do one live a week. So, but I am going to be losing my paid StreamYard here pretty soon. So, yeah, I might do some lives with Tina because I think she has it. Robin has it. Who else do we know that has it right now that's paid? Maybe Linda, Robin, and Tina.
Does Jamie?
If she does, she's not using it.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to ask her. Because then that way we could do like a some things where several of us go up.
Yeah. Well, I did send the link to Robin at Garden State so-and-so, so it's possible she could pop up in the basement.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah. So Lori with It All Adds Up, I see you're in here. So I did a Google Lens thing, and I also put it in a group chat, and I was like, what is this? And it told me it could be tobacco or it could be calendula. And I'm like, well, I didn't plant tobacco.
And it's not tobacco.
Yeah. So Heather confirmed it's calendula. So I do officially have calendula up. And I think I tried to grow it last year in a pot. It didn't grow. But this is in the raised planters, the ones that are like waist high. I also believe I have some little teeny weeny amaranth up because amaranth is a specific color. It's like a burgundy color. So I could tell that was it.
Oh, cool.
And then I have lettuce, calendula, and amaranth in that one. And the other one seems to be a little bit more slow going. So I'm wondering if maybe I did not amend that soil quite properly. So if stuff doesn't continue to come up, I'm going to go ahead and amend it and just start over.
Did you do a video on the IBG seed swap?
I did. Yeah, that video came out yesterday, I think.
Why did I miss it? Oh, yeah, because my internet was wonky last night and this morning.
I just barely got it up right before my stupid phone went down.
And tomorrow, I thought it was the 22nd, but I'm glad I rechecked. Tomorrow, I'm supposed to have my emergency video.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Oh, but I already know what I'm doing. So
I did a garden tour video today, but I tried to make sure. Hubby always calls me at the weirdest times. Sorry. So he got me thrown off. I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, I did a garden tour today that's going to come out next Thursday, just showing like what I've planted. I wanted to show everybody my garden arches. But I tried to skip the area where I had my first weird container because I want that to be a surprise. Troy Sutton, welcome in. If you guys are in here, if you wouldn't mind sharing this on your community tab to get a few more folks in here, that would be.
So I have a question for you, Gail.
Uh-oh.
So, because I'm so horrible at getting my entry video done for somebody.
Yeah.
Can I do that here?
Sure. Yeah. Just go back after this live and change the hashtag to say Survival Seeds 2025 entry and maybe make up a thumbnail or whatever for it.
Okay.
And then just tag them and then go, and then I can give you the form and all that to add that in. But yeah, totally. Okay. Well, I'm going to be quiet and start your Survival Seeds portion.
Hello, my name is Heather, and this is Milk and Honey Heritage Farms, and this is my official entry to the Survival Seeds 2025 seed. How do I say it? Seed growing survival seeds growing. Anyways, I'm looking forward to joining the collaboration and growing the seeds and seeing how they grow in my zone. I'm in zone 8B in Oregon.
So what region would that be considered? Like U.S. region? I think
Oh,
I
yeah.
had one up. I didn't know what it was.
U.S.?
No, it's like southwest, northeast.
Oh, Northwest Oregon. Because
Yeah.
Oregon is different because parts of Oregon are like more deserty like, and I'm not. So yeah, Northwest Oregon.
So do you know what you will be growing in the Survival Seeds collaboration? I want there are 6 seeds. I want to see if you will get it right, and then I'll help you if you don't.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna get it wrong. I can remember a few of them. There's Roma tomatoes, I believe.
Check.
Is that right? Beans.
Right. Kidney beans. Correct.
Was there beets again?
Beets. Yes. Correct. You got 3.
Onion? I think there was onion.
Onions, and they're going to do them according to your region. Yep. I actually ended up with sweet yellow onions.
Oh, and I learned something about onions. So there's short day onions and long day onions.
And I think that's why the onions they sent me last year didn't come up, because I noticed a lot of other people had trouble with them as well.
Yeah. And I think I'm long day onions because I have a long period of sunshine and a lot of days for growing. Okay, that's all I remember. I don't remember the other 2.
And then there's the Cal Wonder bell peppers and the pie pumpkins.
Right. And the what?
And pie pumpkins.
Oh yeah, I love pie pumpkins.
And then you get to pick a 7th seed that you will show, which I picked corn.
Okay.
Because I wanted to show that you could grow corn in big pots for people who may have a small backyard or a balcony. So I was trying to do kind of what Vineyard Chicks was doing, is show that you could grow it. So I have 5 corn planted in pots. They're on a pallet in pots, and I kind of tried to put them where they were like a circle, because that's supposed to help with pollination.
So what are the choice options?
Anything that you have. They'll send you the 6 seeds, and then you will pick your own seed that you want to grow.
Oh my gosh. So what? Do I have to say that on here?
No, you can say later.
I don't know.
Are you planning to join the herbal portion of Survival Seeds? That's the part headed up by Bushcraft Family.
I already have the herbs, so I don't know.
Well, you could just say you want to join it, but that you already have seeds, because it's lemon balm, hyssop, and oregano.
Okay, so I have the oregano and the lemon balm. So I will join the Bushcraft Family.
Well, you just need the hyssop?
Yeah.
Okay. So when you go to submit your form, there's a little section at the bottom where you can write stuff. You could write, need all the seeds except lemon balm and oregano. And the rest of the seeds I don't have. I don't have the hyssop and other.
Hello, welcome in.
Hello, E is God's son. E is God's son. Sorry, I had to get close to see that. It was tiny.
Yeah. So okay,
so a lot of these I have their logos kind of memorized, so I can tell who it is by the logo.
Well, Luann, you need to drink some more coffee or something.
Oh, is she feeling tired? Yeah. She's she's going through family stuff right now, unfortunately.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Takes a lot out of you. Yeah, for sure. So this is my official entry. Is that all I need to do for now?
That's it.
And
you
then,
got it.
Of course, I plan on
miss anything, Lori?
Showing videos on the planting of my survival seeds and my harvest.
Right. I need survival seeds. I don't need herbs, except for the hyssop. She's telling you what to write on there. I need survival seeds.
Okay.
But you don't have the hyssop. Yeah. You could just, well, you can figure out how to word that where they'll
Yeah.
get you exactly
Yeah.
what you need.
Okay.
But yeah. So
I know. I can't believe how late I am on it this year.
I pretty much have all my survival seeds planted except for, sorry about my phone, except for my Roman tomatoes and my pie pumpkins.
Pie, doing fresh pie pumpkins and making pumpkin bread. Oh my gosh, it's so yummy. Versus the
Yeah,
canned pumpkin.
I've never grown pumpkins to eat. I've only ever grown them to,
Hi, turkey.
just for fun. Hello, Turkey. If the phone rings again, I'm going to mute it and see what he wants because 2 phone calls in a row is kind of a little odd.
Yeah, you might want to make sure.
Yeah. He's texting real quick. Let me see what it says. I'll have to.
What's everybody having for dinner tonight?
I took out chicken, but I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet.
I was supposed to make enchiladas last night, and
Ooh, enchiladas.
we had like this huge windstorm. And so I was just like, you know what? Nah. So tonight I have to do chicken enchiladas. So
Starting your lettuce and herbs. Yeah, I may start some more. I have more seeds of all of them. I already had fungus gnats eating my beets, so I actually planted more because they were eating the tops off. Which I think you would think the beet would still be under there technically. They just ate the top off because the top is like lettuce. I don't know.
You know how you can use cinnamon for ants? I wonder if cinnamon would work for that.
You know what I did? It said cinnamon.
Okay.
But I couldn't find any at Dollar Tree, but I had some of my own. So what I did was I bought cayenne pepper and I poured the leftover, whatever, you know how it always has the extra space. I put cinnamon and then I shook it up. So it's a cayenne cinnamon mix. So that's what I'm spraying in my beds right now, or just sprinkling. And so I have it on my gardening table that's right outside the back door. So I just go out and sprinkle it. I'm thinking they'll go through their phase to where the fungus gnats will be gone, but almost done making ice. And then I can get the second Chromebook going. Okay, that's awesome. Thank you, Lori. Fresh pumpkin. Yeah, I've never had fresh pumpkin before, but we'll have to do if I get some, we'll have to do a really cool collab. I had such a bad bug year last year that I didn't get any pumpkins. And normally I do. I've never grown pie pumpkins, but I've grown just regular pumpkins before.
Yeah. So I'm reading about this fungus gnat, and it says that cinnamon isn't directly effective for fungus gnats. But then they've got like a list of effective methods, and it says yellow sticky traps, address fungal issues, ensure proper drainage to avoid overwatering, as this can lead to fungal growth, which attracts gnats. Let's see.
Maybe I need to not water those every day.
Peppermint oil or eucalyptus oil.
Hi, Jamie.
So
you have that.
You
peppermint and eucalyptus. I actually have a mix of essential oils that I made up for pest control. I actually used my extra bottles that I had already emptied, and it has I took all the, actually they're not normally smells I would like to put in my soap. So I pulled out all of this stinky stuff. It's so what I would do. I kind of like the eucalyptus, and I sprinkled it around. But
what I would do though is I'd put it on those little cotton balls and just set the cotton balls.
Ooh, that's a good idea. Like in the tire section where I'm going to have flowers. Last year I had pill bugs there. So I just sprinkled the essential oil between the tires, like not in the growing section, but in between the sections. Not
Yeah.
in the, but I'm only growing flowers there, except for I have a couple of cantaloupe in there too.
Right.
But
So today we are, I don't know if it's overcast or cloudy or both.
it's pretty nice weather. It's pretty nice
Sprinkling.
weather. I was gonna plant some dwarf tomatoes, and I lost my stupid tomato seeds. I did do my melon, and
I know I have too many containers that contain my seeds in. I need to
they're
condense
everywhere. I have seeds
them
everywhere.
everywhere. Yeah.
I start out so organized, and by the end, I think what I want to do is have all these bowls. I'll put it in a bowl, and I'm like, okay, this is what I'm doing today. Or I'll put it in a
That's what
Ziploc.
I
This is what I'm
do.
going to do today. And then I get more seeds, and then I'm just like, okay, and I get distracted. So I have a Ziploc over here, which are supposed to be the next seeds to plant. Hello, Linda.
Yeah, that's what I do too. And I had a container for like vegetables, flowers, fruit, and I had it like alphabetized. But
Everything
then
was
I
so
go,
organized, and now it's
I
a hot mess.
yeah, I pull everything out of, oh, I want to plant this or I need to plant that,
Yeah.
and
I'm
then I
gonna
get
do.
more
I
seeds.
received some morning glories from. So Tammy and Carol both sent me flowers. So I don't know if it was Tammy or if it was Carol. But either Tammy or Carol sent me morning glories. And I think what I'm going to do is on the same arch where I have the loop, where the loofah is supposed to grow.
Oh,
Well, we
that's
know
good.
I'm not very successful at loofah. So I thought what I might do is also add some marigold seeds at the bottom of the arches. That way, if the loofah doesn't show up, at least I'll have some pretty color. Because I don't want to have the brand new arches and then end up without anything growing on there.
Nothing. Yeah, yeah.
So I showed the arches in my next garden tour video, which will come out on Thursday, where I kind of just show what I planted and some changes I made in the garden. I did make some changes in the garden this year.
One year I grew these things called cucamelons. Have you ever heard of them?
I've heard of them
They're
from
little. They're like that little.
Adrian. Oh, they're that little?
Yeah,
I didn't know they were that.
and they grow.
I thought they were just like palm size, maybe.
They're tiny.
Huh, wow.
Tiny. I grew them like way long time ago. I don't think I have any seeds for those, but I would like to do that one time. I want more arches. Just randomly put arches in different places of my.
Yeah. One of the two places I picked for him to put the arches, he couldn't put it where I wanted one of them because there's actually literally power lines. He had to put it in a different spot. But I got the entrance to the garden, which is where the planter is and where the zucchini is going to be this year. The first arch goes up there. That's like the entry. And then there's really not an exit. But anyway.
Yeah, they're sour.
But the power lines happened to be where I wanted the other arch. I wasn't looking up and thinking of that. That's the thing with living in a city. You got power line problems.
I like old potatoes. Those are good. For some reason, and I don't
keep wanting to plant tomatoes, and I never ever get around to it.
I am horrible at potatoes. I can chit them. I can get eyes. I can do all the things with the potatoes. I can go and buy them from the feed store and all the things, right? Till up the soil so it's really good with great compost. I've even done fertilizer, and I hill them up and all.
I bet you would. I bet sour cucumbers would make good pickles.
Oh.
Especially sour pickles.
I wonder if they would be good snacks if you dipped them in something and then dehydrated them or something.
You know what I want to try this year? I've always wanted to take your zucchini and you do some kind of a pickling canning process where you turn the cucumber to taste like pineapple. think the Vineyard Chicks might have done it one year.
Yeah.
But I want to do that. I want to try that. Hello,
Welcome
Linda. Welcome in.
So sour cucumbers. So there's a specific type of cucumbers that are better for pickling.
I
Because
actually planted pickling cucumbers this year.
because they are more, I think, more firm
And they're smaller.
and they're smaller. So I would just give it a try and see how it does. I mean, it's going to hurt. If you don't like it, you don't like it. If it's, doesn't work, now you know. Right?
I also plan on doing a lot of dehydrating this year because I have a new dehydrator. So we'll see. I might dehydrate some cucumbers, some tomatoes. I don't think I'm getting any carrots this year.
Zucchini and cucumbers.
It's not looking good for. It's not looking good for carrots this year.
Aw.
They're barely popping up, but they're just not. I think I might just try in the fall.
Okay, so here's my question for your
pineapple. Yeah.
How are you planting your carrots? Do you just sprinkle them on top of the soil or whatever?
No. Are they supposed to be surface planted?
Yes. And here is the trick for succession.
Some of them have come up, but I'm kind of over it.
So
like I said, that bed over there. I don't know if you know this about me, but I'm very impatient. So if something doesn't come
here's
up,
the trick to carrots. So you make
something else.
You make some little rows, put your carrot seeds, right? You're going to wet cardboard and set it on top, or a board, for like a week. Speaking, and that's what makes them sprout. And once they sprout, you remove it.
So it's like they're warm underneath there or something. I've heard of that.
Like they like the dark or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Lori. Yeah, and
hydrate cherry tomatoes. I might do that. I did do sun-dried tomatoes one year, and what I noticed when doing it, I was very surprised. Tomatoes really don't need a lot of seasoning to taste good. You could almost do them exactly like they are, and they're delicious.
Yeah, I have pear tomatoes.
That's true with freeze drying as well. Have you done? You've done tomatoes? Hi, Kathleen.
Yeah. So they're really tiny seeds, so you just barely so you do your rows for your carrots, sprinkle the seeds, and then take some soil and sprinkle the soil over the top, and then you put cardboard or board. Make sure you put some rocks or something on the ends so it doesn't blow off. But that's and then you just keep checking every day or two.
Yeah, I might try that. You know what? I would be excited to try the IBG seed swap. I got some black carrots. I might try it with that. Those would be so cool looking. Can you imagine? Kind of creepy, weird looking, but cool at the same time. But I might try it with that just because I really do want to try those seeds. What was I about to say? I was about to say something. Oh, radishes grow like weeds in Texas. They are so, because I notice people up north, some of them have trouble. It must have to do with our soil temperature, because my radishes are just, they pop up in like a few days. They're like, boom, popping up.
Well, my radishes that I planted for the survival seeds last year are still growing now.
Your what? Radishes?
Yeah, no, not the radish. The beets. The beets.
The beets.
Yeah.
I did harvest I think I harvested about 8 beets last year.
Yeah, we just had a really mild winter this year, which is interesting.
Yeah, the black carrots. Purple carrots. Yeah, there probably is a stage right before black that's very pretty. Maybe almost a purple.
You know what would be really cool to give away for people who are into gardening is to make seed bombs. So you put like a bunch of flowers or something. There's different ways to do it, and you can make a shape
I've heard of seed bombs.
like with a cookie cutter or like a silicone mold.
I've heard they use cocoa core in that. Isn't it cocoa core that they use in that?
I think there's different ways. I want to try a few different
I have
ways.
had success with
And there's
with carrots in the past, but just not this year. It seems like that whole planter is not doing like the best. So I'm wondering if maybe I didn't quite amend that soil properly. So if it continues to grow slowly, I might just amend it really well, throw some topsoil on top of it, and start over.
Yeah.
It's early enough in the year.
Right.
But I have a whole bunch. The very first thing I already can predict, my very first harvest will be lettuce because I have some pretty good sized lettuce already.
Nice. I still have so much to do to get ready for planting. But the only thing that I planted last fall, like in November, is the garlic.
I planted the garlic in October, I think.
Yeah, ours is I did November. It's October or November. You can do either or.
Yeah.
But, so I did mine, and I also have elephant garlic too. So I have a round kind of like container.
Yeah, I'm hoping the garlic will do its job and keep the bugs away.
Yeah.
We're hoping. Here's hoping. I also added radishes in with the garlic in some of the sections just because I want the vine borers and squash bugs to wake up and go, ooh.
You should maybe in one of your videos, you should do the, oh my gosh, what's that movie? And I talked to you about this before.
Groundhog Day?
The one with the dad. That's like the scientist dad. And he has some kind of a contraption where he's like hanging over the grass, and he's got like these big like magnifying like type goggle things on, and he's looking in the grass for I don't know what, Incredible Shrinking Kids or something.
Oh yes, that old like
if
what?
You put like a clip of that like in your video. I don't know. That would be great.
Yeah. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah. Have you ever edited a video and then you realize, oh, I was supposed to do this to the video, and then all of a sudden you're doing something else and you realize you didn't do what you said you were going to do? Yeah, I just had that thought.
I know it happens.
So now I either need to delete it and start over or leave it as it is.
Can you make another one later and do what you wanted to do? Is that weird?
It wasn't necessarily weird. I'm trying to put the little sticker logo in some of my videos, and I forgot to do that on this video I just posted up.
I don't know how to do that.
Yeah. Well, I try to add a little professionalism to my videos because I don't know how to do all the things, but I finally at least figured out how to do that. So I was like,
yeah.
Now I got to decide, do I want to delete it, add that, and repost it? Or do I want to leave it like it is? Darn. I can't believe I forgot until just now.
So editing can be different depending upon what program.
I use Video Guru because I have an Android phone, not an iPhone. And so if you're on Android, I suggest Video Guru.
I have an iPhone. And
do you notice how she said that? I have an iPhone.
I wasn't trying to say it like that. What? I was thinking.
Heather, how dare you?
No, it's ancient. Okay.
Are you an iPhone snob, Heather?
No. I really don't care as long as it works. Because I have an iPhone. That's not so smart. Or the user isn't. It has
I have Android too.
iMovie I use sometimes, and that's not too difficult to use if that's the phone you have. And I also use the free version of Canva.
I use the Canva too. Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't pay for it. It's it's hard. Like you gotta keep playing around with it, you know.
I don't edit. Yeah, I know. I know. It took me a long time to figure out how to edit. Video
I
Guru is the easiest. So I would go down. I'm going to spell it for you, Lori, if you want to. I mean, you're welcome to email me any questions you have on that, Lori, and I'll try to help you. I'm
oh
I'm a
no.
I'm a pretty decent mentor person.
Okay.
So let's see.
So I don't have the pro version, but if you go on
So go on to
to
your Play Store, download Video Guru from your Play Store, and then start asking me questions on email, and I'll help you. I'm actually helping Carol with that right now. Go ahead. Sorry.
so when you click on the Canva thingy, the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna click. Let me make sure I'm this little thing right here, YouTube video. Can you see that? It's weird.
I think I spelled guru wrong.
You click on that little YouTube video, and then it'll give you a choice to pick
Sorry, Lori, I
more
spelled it.
videos that you've recorded. So click on all the videos. So if I
Oh, you use Canva to make videos with?
yeah, and I usually just put everything together. You're a fast
So
learner. No, I'm not. Shush.
what?
Anyways, it'll pull. It said I was a fast learner. Oh. Anyway, so then you pick all your videos and you just kind of click and order what video. Like I don't edit them very much, really. I cut some off if
Guru,
it's
yeah.
long, but I usually have like a thumbnail that I'll create in Canva. So you can Google at the top line, like if you wanted gardening, you put in gardening and it'll show you
Find
all
the
the gardening.
guru. It Lori, it has a orange. It's a
Oh,
black
I have a
background with
thing.
an orange old-fashioned movie. I don't think you can
Can you
see it.
come closer? Maybe it'll work closer. It's bright. Woo wee.
I know it's new and hubby set it to be way too bright for me. I need to tell
Oh,
him that it's too
good
bright
job.
for me. Yeah, I put you down there.
Oh, that works right there.
See, right there. You see it?
Yeah.
No, over this way. That one. See, it's got a black
Okay. Little
background
camera
and an
thing.
orange old-fashioned camera. That's
Okay.
what the Video Guru looks like. It's free. I don't pay for anything on YouTube except for StreamYard, and of course, I don't have to pay for that, but did this one time. So that's what it looks like, Lori. You see the black with the orange? That's Video Guru. So go on your YouTube studio and and see if you can find that. Okay, there you are. And then when you go in there, then there's a button at the very top that says new project in orange. And you just hit that. You pull up all the videos you want to add and you add them. And there's a bunch of little things you can do. You can add stickers. You can add GIFs. You can add text. You can add pictures, whatever you want. So, you can add music. However, it will probably get copyrighted. But if you're not trying to monetize your channel, then the copyrights really won't bother you at all. Let's see.
Yeah, it is a thing, you know. But
Canvas
Gail, you've used Canva too, so
I use Canva for thumbnails.
yeah. So you could probably help her to figure that part out, and maybe it'll
I
make it
haven't used Canva for making videos. I've only used Canva for thumbnails.
okay.
I
Well,
use Video Guru for editing, Canva for thumbnails. I use Fonto for if I have a picture that I want to add words to. Say if I made a pie and I wanted to add the words key lime pie,
Really?
I could do that. And then if I just want to use a picture and I don't want to put any words to it, I use a thing called Pixabay.
Okay, I've heard of that.
And,
On
and it
Canva,
is copyrighted photos that you can use that other people took the pictures, they shared them with you, and you're not going to get a copyright on it. And it's called Pixabay. And you can download pictures. You can use them for thumbnails. You can use them for your YouTube, your live thumbnails, your video thumbnails. You know, you can pull up a happy birthday cake and write exactly what you want. I've used it for stuff like that before.
yeah, I would. Because everything you see on my videos, I use Canva. I just take photos and videos with my phone, and then I put them all together.
You use Canva all the time for your editing, Heather? I didn't know that.
Yeah, because the iMovie part, I was using it, but now a lot of times it's like, it's full. We can't transfer it to.
They did have a really cute, it was like an intro, and it said, "Welcome to my channel," and it had these little flowers, and it just like scrolled. Well, when I got my new phone, I went in there and I happened to find that. All I did was add some purple to it to make it a little bit more me, and I used it for an intro for one of my videos that's coming up, because I have to start over with all my thumbnails because I don't have any of that stuff anymore.
Well,
I have to start over with everything, which is a clean slate. Okay, it's a clean slate. I got a clean slate. Yeah, email me. I can answer your questions.
Right.
You know, I mean, I don't think you're comfortable on lives, but if you were comfortable on lives, you could come up and just ask me questions up here.
So I typed in garden up the top on Canva, and then it shows you all your options for gardening. And
Pixabay downloaded, yeah. You can change your thumbnails to whatever you want. You can use those for thumbnails. I use them for thumbnails for a long time.
I do too. I just screenshot it for using later. But then there's like a gardening one, and if you click the words, you can change the words to say something totally different.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And on Canva, when you're making a thumbnail, when you see a plus line and it says replace, you can replace that photo of random lady with yourself, or a picture of your plant, or a picture of your parrot, or a picture of your tortoise, or a picture of whatever you want, or a picture of your pie.
What was it I was looking up? What do you call it when there's a whole bunch of pictures on?
A collage.
You can look up collage on there, and it's got collage of all kinds of random people. But if you click each picture, you can put in one of your own pictures for each thing and make a collage. I thought that was kind of cool. Yeah.
Yeah, just email me your questions, Lori, and I'll try to help you. Whatever way is the most useful.
Yeah.
And this Kathleen over here is like a computer expert on all this stuff.
So I just
family,
right.
They all got the skills, huh?
Make sure, like, before you want to do all your videos on Canva, you've got all your pictures that you want included in your video taken, with on your camera roll, all your videos made, any little pictures that you want to add.
I've tried to use it before. I don't find it as user friendly.
I can't believe I figured it out. I don't know.
Video Guru is for the simple-minded.
Oh, I did Canva at the beginning, but I couldn't figure out.
But I don't think you can use it for iPhone. I think it is strictly an Android editing system. Because I've tried to help people on that before, and they had an iPhone and they couldn't even download it, I think.
Yeah. So.
But yeah, let me know if you find the icon. But maybe you could try a little bit of both, try Heather's way and Gail's way and come up with Lori's way.
What works better for you.
Try them both and see what you find that it, works best for you. Your brain may think more Canva-like and your brain may think more Video Guru-like. It just depends. But I've had it for years and I'm sure it does plenty of stuff that I don't even know it does. But I just do my best.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Canva because it's free. Pixabay is free. Fonto is free. I use all the free stuff.
Yeah, me too. Yep, for sure. Hello,
Because
Jan. Say hi to Jan. Hi, Jan.
It will pick the most annoying picture of you when you're doing live. When you have your mouth open like this, that's when it will pick that for your thumbnail every time. And that's what I hate about it when you go live with other people.
Yeah, I'm like,
and if they don't change their thumbnail, like I think Heather's got a stupid picture of me on one of her lives. And so does Tina. And so does Tina. Tina has me too. And both of them have the stupidest picture of me. I don't know what I was doing or saying at the time, but on the live, I'm doing something really stupid. And that picture is out there forever until Heather and Tina figure out that my mouth was open on the thumbnail. Are you still there, Heather?
Yeah, I was reading what Kathleen was saying. Sorry.
I thought you were so still. I thought maybe you froze for a second.
Well, it's something to read there. All right, Luann, I hope you have a good day.
Bye, Luann.
Oh. See, I didn't do lives. I went to other people's lives and got like interviewed, but I was too nervous to start. Plus, I didn't know how.
Let's see.
Took me a while.
I always use custom thumbnail or they pick the stupidest pic of my face. Yes. Well, so in your YouTube studio, if you have your YouTube studio pulled up on your phone, like mine is right here, YouTube studio. If you go into your studio and there's content and you go to view all where your video is, you can go in on that video, click it, hit the pencil, and you can pick a different shot. And there may be a picture of you that's better. See here, this is my husband. So it has 3 different pictures. Well, maybe one he's smiling, one he's tilting his head weird. So you could pick a more flattering type photo from your YouTube studio that you could use, if you can't. But hey, you can always cover it up with Pixabay pictures if that is easier for you. You could just be like, okay, this is a butterfly. Pull up a butterfly and make that your thumbnail. And you could do that from Canva. I mean, you could do that from your YouTube studio too. Okay. So, yeah, that's what I'm talking. You know what I'm talking about, Lori. Those now me, if I see it does a stupid picture, well, I always put thumbnails on mine. But if I did see it had a stupid picture, I'd just go cover it up with a picture of dogs or cats or bears or whatever.
Yeah.
When you started out, you used to do live. How you feeling, Land? Are you feeling okay?
My very first video that I did, oh my gosh, I was like stumbling over my words and I was like, it was so weird because I can talk to strangers and talk just fine, but I was like, it was horrible. And I didn't show myself and I sent it to Jan and I'm like, Jan, what do you think of my video? And she's like, girl, just put your face on it. Just do it. Kind of like
just do it. Just do it. Yeah, just do it. I mean, You could always go back later and delete that one, but I don't recommend people delete stuff just because they don't like it, unless there's an actual real reason. Say you made a recipe and at the end you're like, this is terrible. I can't put this recipe out. Somebody might do it and it would be terrible for them too. Now that I understand, because I do try recipes on videos that I've never tried before, and they could be bad.
Well,
Literally, I will delete the whole video for that reason.
like
But
my
it
hair
has to be
cutting.
something extreme. Go ahead.
Yeah, my hair cutting video that I did where I was cutting my son's hair. Like that's my most popular video that gets watched daily. Like that it's like more than half of all my views and hours.
Yeah.
Anyways, I had to turn comments off though because people got a little kind of,
Well, Lori, if you're interested, I could try to make you a channel logo. I'm not like an expert, but I'll give it a shot. I mean, I'll make like 3 to 5 logos, and then you could try to pick one. If you just happen to want a logo, you could tell me like what you want and what colors you like, and I could try. If I'm not an expert, I mean, I'm sure there's
yeah.
I could name 5 channels that would do it way better than me, but I'll give it a shot if you want me to. I mean, I like doing it. It's fun. I've made a few. Let's see. It's
Oh yeah. I totally
oh
agree.
yeah.
Mhm.
You just want people to like you for who you are, and your people, your crowd are your people, and they're unique.
Yeah.
The way you are. They like you for whatever reason they like you, and you like them. And I try to just accept people the way they are, and I hope they accept me, because sometimes I open my mouth and insert my foot. I could be opinionated. I could crawl up on my little soapbox and just rattle off. Heather knows. I occasionally talk over people. I don't mean to. Just, I'm not a
Yeah.
perfect person.
Right.
I don't know.
Well, you've got some things depending upon how far out your last frost date is. You
It could
could be the
be
brassicas and stuff.
It could,
Lettuces.
I mean, give me an idea what you like. Plants, a parrot, your tortoise, a flower, a butterfly. Give me some ideas, kind of a cactus, whatever you think you might like. Give me some ideas, and I'll just make several like over the weekend, and then I'll just like send them to you. And then if you like them, you can use them. If you don't, it's no big deal, because I'm not calling myself a professional, and I'm not charging you anything either. It's just, I mean, I like making thumbnails. That's actually something I like. I like making thumbnails. I like making logos. I'm not the best at it. If you look at Taz Adventures, the black background with the fish on it, that I made that one, or I made 2 different versions of that one.
I feel like I have some that Gail's done for some of the lives that we've done.
Yeah, and you can make them on Canva. There actually is a and if you wanted to try it out for yourself, in there where it says YouTube thumbnail and it has all the options on Canva, there is a place for logos that's around. There is a place for that. So that's where I would
tried that one yet. Very interesting.
I saw this one guy, the hat beggar, or something like that, divorced and me
Yeah.
his Goodie. Yeah.
As long as your tomatoes aren't going to get soaked with rain and rot. Because you still have like 3 weeks to go ish.
So I've been wanting to ask you this, Lori, the background story with justice for Sebastian Rogers. Is that part of what you're talking about? Is Sebastian Rogers a missing person? Now I'm curious. Tomatoes and marigold is what I'm planting. It's the first week of April. It's the first of the last frost day. Yeah. I planted a little rogue ahead of my last frost day because I'm like that. However, it does bite you in the butt sometimes. Yeah.
Mhm.
I actually transplanted everything outside and turned off my grow light. So I'm done with the grow light for this year.
That's so weird because I'm just gonna be starting it. Well, I won't need it for a couple weeks more, but yeah, yours goes off, mine goes on.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
funny.
but my growing season will go bye-bye and you'll still be growing. So there's that. Because remember, July and August are so hot that I am done with gardening and you guys are still going over there. And I may still have tomatoes and ground cherries and a few things, but
Wow. So they never. I don't want to. Never mind. Wow, that's really hard.
uh, Sebastian Rogers. I figured there was a purpose for that. I just didn't
Yeah.
I didn't quite know what it was. So
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah.
we watch
Wagons.
a lot of those forensic type shows like Criminal Minds and stuff like that. People can get away with some crazy stuff.
Huh. So, did you guys? I hate to bring this up and ask. Did you guys find him or still not? Still missing?
I'm guessing he'd be missing.
We
They
have
probably didn't.
three freeze warnings overnight, but I think we are okay. Yeah, I think usually like 1 or 2 days is okay if you get freezing after you've planted, but if it's
Yeah,
the
we're past the freezing part. Which helps me not feel as lonely. Yeah, I like that kind of stuff.
oh
Criminal Minds, SVU, Castle,
yeah, we have a
those
boy.
kinds of
Uh,
shows. We like watching that stuff.
I can't remember his name. There's a kid not too far from me.
How old was this person? What age group were they in? So she said he's missing.
Yeah, yeah. They just found I saw some kid. How old was he? I don't know. He was in a car with some other teenagers
15 or 16.
and
Oh,
adults, and for some reason they got pulled over, and the police decided to ID everybody that was in the car. And one of them was this kid that had been missing for like 7 or 9 years or something like that. And I'm like, wow. And I think he was with his mom using
yeah.
like fake names or something
They
like that.
oh. So Sebastian Rogers was 4, a different kid was 15 or 16. Is that what you're saying? Very
Yeah,
sad.
there's so many of them. Yeah, this one kid that I was talking about,
People
he
taken out of the prime of their life and they didn't really have time to live and grow up and pick a profession, get married, have kids, do the things. They didn't have time to do anything. That's like they were robbed of all that. It's sad.
yeah, it is. I see so many stories and stuff like that, but you just keep on hoping, just like
Sebastian.
you say, justice. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So, oh, so what's for dinner for you today, Gail? I don't remember if you
I'm
said.
gonna do some kind of chicken. That's all I did. I took out some chicken thighs.
Yeah, I'm actually
We had
doing
beef
chicken and
yesterday, so I'm thinking to myself, what did we have yesterday? Oh, we had beef. So
yeah, chicken enchiladas, and then I'll make salsa also.
the Tennessee news.
I was gonna try to get away from doing, for some reason, for a whole week now, I've been doing a lot of like Hispanic-ish type meals. I don't know why. It's just happened that way this week.
Yeah. Yeah. I thought about making us taco salads, but I'm currently out of cheese, so
Hi,
I
Tamara.
can't really do a taco salad without cheese. I mean, you can.
Oh, you do have a long ways to go. Mine's April 19th, but I always wait a couple of weeks. Just because sometimes the season could be yeah, I can give you my recipe. It's a little
Yeah.
wetter for us sometimes around
Yeah.
that time. So it's too mushy, and then all these people go buy all these plants from the store, plant them in the ground, and then 2 weeks later they're like they died. Well, because you have to be patient. It's hard.
It
Tacos.
is hard. It is hard. I may regret some of my decisions, but I do have some plants coming up. But yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, my salsa's famous, and my pumpkin muffins, pumpkin bread
Yeah,
muffins.
taco salad sounds
People
so.
always are like, "I miss your salsa," or "I miss your." Whenever I go to
I
restaurants,
love
serve
homemade
salsa,
salsa, like from your own garden vegetables.
yeah, at the restaurants, that to me, because okay, I have been eating salsa and making my own salsa since I was in 5th grade.
I prefer my own guacamole.
All I would eat as a teenager is chips and salsa and salad. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like my salsa kind of chunky. I
I
guess some
do
people
both.
like it kind of smooth or whatever, but I kind of like mine
To me,
chunky.
that's more of a sauce that you would marinate your meat with.
Yeah.
But, you know,
When I make it, and then with fresh everything, fresh garlic, fresh tomatoes, fresh jalapenos, fresh
yum,
cilantro.
yum, yum, yum.
Yeah, that's the best.
I just wish everything would, for salsa, would actually be ready to be harvested at the
I
same time.
know. I was just telling my friend Carol today, I was like, why can't lettuce and tomatoes be ripe in Texas at the same time? And she's like, it can be if you have a hydroponic system. So I was like, I don't have one yet, but I'm
Okay.
getting one. I want one. I see people like Lori and different people that have won that hydroponics thing from Survival Seeds. I'm like, I want that so bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going to start that this fall. I actually picked out a spot in my house for a grow station, but I have to clear it first. All the closets are going to be shifted, and in the bottom of the coat closet is going to be our board games, so
There's
that keeps the
welcome in.
bottom of the baker's rack. And see, I have to empty the middle and then the top. So I have 3 sections, and it's going to be on an old-fashioned baker's rack.
Okay. Okay. That's good. Now, bare truth, the only way that I'll agree with your
Beans and potatoes, mac and cheese. That sounds good. And some cornbread. Oh,
but
I'm there. Pass me a plate. Pass me a plate.
tell me what your mac and cheese is like. Are you doing the craft? I mean, you said old school, so I'm thinking, you're making it by scratch.
Yeah, that sounds perfectly good to me. I would love that.
I
would love
like bacon
Yeah.
in my homemade mac and cheese.
You like chunky salsa too? Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Be at the giveaway. Who's doing a give? Oh, yeah. Oh, don't worry. I'll be at the giveaway. I'll
Who's
be at
giveaway? What?
survive. Listen to her. Giveaway? What? No, survival seeds. I think the giveaway is the 28th. Is that right? I did win some cool stuff last year. I did. think I won
Yeah.
seeds. I won the Seed Saving Bible, and I'm sure other stuff.
I got the measuring, I don't know how you say it. Hori?
Hori knife.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I won a Hori knife last year too. It
Yeah.
was still in the box.
Mac and
We
cheese.
just pulled it out.
Yeah. I've got
That's
a
a nice
really
tool.
delicious mac and cheese recipe on my channel.
Survival Seeds giveaway. She's telling you that's the giveaway.
Okay. Good.
And as of today, Heather is officially in Survival Seeds. Nobody knows the people that are here, but she just did her entry video here live, which means she's going to hashtag it. She's going to go back and hashtag it, change the title, Survival Seeds 2025 entry video, and then boom, you're done. The 30th. Okay. So the giveaway is on the 30th of this month. If you're not a creator, you can still win stuff. They do hashtag prizes. I said do. Mac and cheese.
That reminds me of a video that I saw this morning.
Oh no.
Yeah. So literally, like, it was on another channel and just showing clips of people doing damage to specific cars. And this guy,
it's homemade, no box,
did what you just said, those two words back to back, and put it on the car.
What?
So gross. I'm like, ew, why?
What kind of videos are you watching?
Why? Well,
why are you subscribed to that channel?
Well, it's not really the chance. So a lot of people are upset about some specific cars, and the person who makes
political thing,
so they're doing stupid things. Oh, okay. Change the subject now. So, how does your garden grow?
Did you see those Survival Seeds metal signs that Lori and Bob got? Did you see those Survival Seeds signs that they had made for their garden?
No. I'm gonna have to look.
They're pretty awesome. She has one of them as a thumbnail. It's a green sign. It's metal, I believe. And it has white lettering. It has hashtag Survival Seeds 2025. And then they have another one that says www.survivalseeds.com.
Did they make one?
They had them made somewhere, maybe Amazon. I don't know. I don't know what company did you guys go through? See, she said that Rim did a live for his entry. So you are officially number 2 as to doing your entry live. Oh no, you haven't eaten yet today. I had a chicken fajita on an almond flour tortilla.
He's saying that because of the conversation that we were having. That wasn't.
So sorry. That's Heather. I did not say it. I said it joking. She's the one that put it into a visual. Okay, I'll take 50% responsibility.
I'm very visual.
Only 50% though, not 100%. And the hori knife. Yes, I love the hori knife.
I haven't eaten yet. What time is it here? It's 1:00 for me.
Oh, you're giving it away a Survival Seeds 2026 away at the final video. That's cool at the final live. That is a great idea. Awesome. That's cool. They should have Survival Seeds stickers that you put on your board. That would be neat. Like gardening stick, like part of the these stickers back here. Amazon, yeah, I've had a feeling.
So you're
hanging out here and you ain't eating. Yeah, sorry about that. We killed her appetite. However, you will engulf less calories today because Heather ruined your appetite, or maybe Gail ruined your appetite. One of us ruined.
Okay, I'm glad that you took some of the.
Yeah, well, I did realize I'm the original one that made emphasis on the word doo-doo.
You made me think of it.
You just put it in the word. You just gave it a visual that people could actually think about. You made it real.
Some people are really wrong. So from Tammy at Mountain Grandma, I won on a giveaway. I don't even remember
Yeah,
what
it is. That is an awesome
these
collab.
Post-it notes.
Those are good for your planner.
Yes, and what I'm thinking
You
about is,
you could tag like what month you're in on your planner at the end, so you can just go to that tab.
oh yeah, and then I got this book, so I wanted to start flipping through and marking, the different things that I.
Oh yeah, that's right. I need to make you a list of my herbs that I have in my yard, so I can.
Yeah, so I can send you some of that. So
I could tell you. I'm gonna write it down. I'll text it to you later.
Okay, I was gonna say I won't remember. Don't tell me.
No, yeah, it's too long of a list.
Okay, and so my granddaughter got smiley faces yesterday, and whenever
did she get her blanket?
Yep, she got a pillow for her baby doll, and she got a matching blanket for her baby doll, and she got some more, and she wants a hat. So I'm starting to make a little hat. I need to do the other side.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah,
I think you can put out videos all the way through like October, Lynn. So if you still want to join Survival Seeds, you can still join. Mm-hmm. They send you the 6 vegetable seeds for free and 3 seeds for free. So you basically get 9 seeds for free. You just make an entry.
All right, I'll be there soon. Can I bring some salsa? I'm gonna go eat.
I'll bring dessert.
Yeah, ooh, that sounds good.
Yeah, dessert sounds good. I asked hubby which dessert he wanted of the desserts that Tammy sent. He had brownies or chocolate chip cookies, and they're both keto recipes. So which one do you think he picked? The chocolate chip cookies or the brownies?
Chocolate chip cookies.
He picked the brownies. Can you believe it? Maybe it's because I haven't made brownies in a long time. That's more rare.
No.
I think that's why.
I don't do that very often.
I'm trying to figure that out myself. And I think I did make him a homemade chocolate cake. And I still want to do a video on that, but I just got to wait till the next person has a jar type collab. And that was a cake in a jar. And I just took the cake from the jar, poured it into the bowl, and added the wet ingredients to it and baked it. And it was the darkest chocolate cake. It was so good. It actually had coffee in it and some mayonnaise.
Sometimes when I make cupcakes, I'll do like a yellow cake or a white cake and chocolate cake or something, and I'll drizzle both kinds in the cupcake thing so it does like a swirl thingy-majiggy.
Ooh, sounds good. I really want dessert. So I think tomorrow morning I'm going to wake up and make those brownies. So when he comes home from work, the brownies will already be done. And we can have those for dessert. So that'll be our treat for the weekend. Collaboration. Cool. That's awesome, Lynn. And the cool part about it is you can win all these cool giveaways for Survival Seeds for being a collaborator. So when they have their big live, you can win for doing videos. You can win for doing shorts. You can win for just being in the live. I mean, but if you're a collaborator, you have more chances to win.
And it'll help people see your channel too. Get your more friends on your channel. So
you keep going like that, he's going to send a limo after. Okay, well, let me change my shirt. I've been gardening outside. I might be a little. Well, I know I have some gardening fingers going on here. I did wash my hands really good, but I would have to get a scrubber because it's gardening. See, I have gardening fingers right now.
Oh yeah, I think that like, they have those little I had one that looked like an eraser from when I was a little kid. So it looks like a pink eraser head with the bristles. I don't know where it's at. I have it somewhere.
Okay.
But yeah,
So
I always have a scrub brush everywhere.
you could do your entry video now, even though you're not planting, though, if you want, Lynn.
Yeah, I'm not planting yet.
You don't have to be planting to do your entry video.
Yeah.
I want to try the black bean brownies too. I've been wanting to make a recipe, a video of that. And I believe the recipe I'm going to try is Tammy's recipe. So I think I'm gonna make that a Healthy Goals Wednesday video. We're trying to set up a guest. We may have a guest this Wednesday. We may not. Either way, though, we'll be there. And we're going to try to do these pop-up lives because she's about 120 or 150 away, and I just need some watch hours for this ministry channel. I think I'm at about, let me look. I want to quote this accurately.
Let's see here.
Okay, so you need $100 on YouTube to make a paycheck. So the ministry channel, this channel, is at $60.67. So at this rate, because it's only predicting us to make $11.15 per month, that's not very good. But at this rate, it'll be at least another 4 months before we get a paycheck, unless we get more members or super chats or things like that. So all the money for this channel goes back to the homeless ministry. If you go back to the channel, you can see the videos where I showed you what we put in the non-perishable food bags. I showed you what we put in the toiletry bags. And the last video I put out with my mom, she actually talks about the ministry. So you get to meet my mom on the video. So that's pretty cool. I got a little, and I just wanted her to talk for a couple of minutes. She literally talked for 10 minutes straight. I was like, wow. Okay. All right, Mom, you're a natural.
I think that couldn't you set a live up watching your chickens?
Awesome, Lynn. That would be great. Yeah, I could totally
Maybe do that do that every once in a while.
I'd like to do one of them free ranging because that's more fun to watch where they're kind of running around, packing.
You should do that.
Yeah, maybe this weekend when I let them out, because I pretty much just let them out on the weekends. I like for hubby to be here because sometimes there'll be an ornery one that doesn't want to go back in, and it's easier if he's here to help me chase them. That's why.
My gosh. So I have like this 20-pound weight in front of the screen door of my chicken run, and the wind was so strong it pushed that weight out and opened my chicken run door halfway open. So when I went to go feed,
No.
hi Penny, the cows, there was chickens out. And I was hoping that the rooster, Chicken George, wasn't out too.
Oh no.
He wasn't. He stayed in the run. And then I had to chase some chickens all the way around.
I know. I got lucky one day and I actually caught 3 of them, like bam, bam, bam. I'm like, I don't know how I caught them.
Yeah.
And then I went back out there for something else. And I didn't do the thing where I count the chickens. And one more chicken was out. And I startled her a little bit. So she stopped. And that's when I grabbed her. So I just had the perfect timing. So Lori, I go to Abilene to do ministry with my mom once a month. But my mom sometimes goes with her healthcare aide, which her name is Charlotte. She goes with her sometimes as well. And she also has a bag in her car almost at all times in case she sees someone on the way to Walmart or on the way to the pharmacy, on the way to the doctor. She'll go ahead and hand them out a bag. So my mom does this all the time because she's in a big city like 100K, over 100,000 people. I'm in a little town of 5,000 people. We don't really have homeless here. So we go once a month and do it. So we've done it for March So our next time going out will be for April.
Penny, how is your area? I think last time that at one point in time recently, I think she was flooded all around her
This is falling down.
town.
Oh no.
Oh yeah. Huh. Yeah. Sometimes that happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. We do gallon Ziploc bags with water, like a folded like thing that can keep you
Yeah.
warm, and like just some snacks and things like that.
Yeah, I don't keep them in my vehicle, but my mom tries to keep at least one bag. Sometimes she'll have 2 or 3 in there, but sometimes it'll be whatever's left over.
Yeah.
And sometimes she'll make up bags just specifically for that. I've been transferring my ministry closet from the smaller closet to the bigger closet, but I still ended up with less space because there was less shelves in that closet.
Yeah.
However, the room itself is bigger, so the things that were in the closet that can't fit up there can just be kind of like put in totes or boxed up in the room. However, there's a big pile of ministry stuff in the floor that I need to go through before I can get really organized. So we're in the middle, we're in transition. We finished the bathroom. And so I told him to save the box that our new toilet came in. We had to get a new toilet because ours had a hairline crack in it. And so it was already trying to leak.
Yeah, you don't want to sit
apparently between I think it was more where you're not sitting, but anyway, so we got a brand new toilet, and so I told him, save me the box. I said, because that box would be perfect for coats. So since we have more women's coats donations than men's, I decided I was going to put the women's coats in the big box, and I had a smaller box that Amazon order came in. It might have been my last ministry haul order. Anyway, I had that box laying around, and I've been started putting the men's coats in that. So I'm going to try to make sure that everything I go through is labeled. So when winter comes next year, I'll have men's coats, women's coats. I'll have t-shirts for the summer. I'll have blankets already. Mom said she'll suck the air out of the blankets for me to make them easier to store, because I don't like to get rid of any blankets. I don't like to get rid of any coats or hats, mittens, gloves, and stuff, because I'm going to turn around and need it again. So even if it's the end of the season, I'll try to find somewhere to put it. But at least now I have a whole entire room to store it.
Hungry. I'm hungry. I am. I'm hungry.
Yeah, I need to try that lavender thing too. I want to do the lavender. What was the other thing? There was one more thing. I wanted to make sure I got it started. So I was going to.
Goji berries sprout yet?
I need to go check on them. I finally got my spot made up for the roselle, because the roselle sprouted before the goji berry. But I need to go check on all those. I have them all in individual bags, which I notice other people aren't doing it that way. But
oh wow,
I didn't want the sprouts or the tails. I call them the tails. I didn't want them to get all like connected and then I have to attach. I didn't want to, so I put them all in separate bags. So once I get the roselle out into the yard where it's supposed to be, then I'm going to where the roselle was, I'm going to replace with lavender. And there was the other thing. I wanted to try the papaya.
Yes.
And I'm going to do the papaya in several different ways. So I got 3 small pots, because Adrian reminded me, okay, you may not have the big pots to put the papaya in right now. Start them in a small pot. See how they do. If they get bigger, you can always up pot them and buy the pot to fit it later. Okay. but just start. So I started 3 in small pots. I'm also going to do some paper towel method and some lavender, but I need to get my roselle out and make space for it because I have a specific place under the china cabinet where it's dark and warm. And so, and I like mine in individual bags. I guess that's a bit of an OCD thing, but I just don't like it all getting tangled. If you took the time to do it, I just don't want it to be messed up. So,
Penny, I saw some photos.
yeah, I don't have good luck with lavender.
Yeah, I did.
Maybe I ought to try that for my loofah since I have so much trouble with loofah.
You know, I had a good, my loofah did great in a growing container with a heat mat and one of those dome plastic covers.
Mhm.
Yeah.
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 Oh, wow. Have we already been going for an hour and 20 minutes?
Yeah.
Whoa.
I know, it goes by so fast.
That just flew by. An hour and 20 minutes flew by. So Heather and I are thinking about doing another one of these lives tomorrow. So if you guys want to look for that, we'll try to do that because I only have my StreamYard for a little bit longer. So we want to try to make use of that because the good part about the StreamYard when you're paying for it is you can go live with somebody else. That way you don't feel like you're up here talking to yourself. You're talking to someone else. And the time just goes by. You just get talking about gardening and other things that make you laugh. And before you know it, an hour and 20 minutes. Crazy.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll do this again tomorrow and we'll talk about who knows what.
Lord. Yeah, who knows what we'll talk about tomorrow. But yeah, I want to try some of that stuff that Bob and Lori do with the cracky and the buckets and the water. And I do not know how to do all that stuff. That would be a neat, but you got to have a place for it. Though. That's the only thing.
Yeah, yeah.
We have a baker's rack, and so it's like you would put your microwave on. So it's made with metal, and there's a big section at the bottom where you could probably put like some micro dwarf tomatoes, right, in a hydroponic system. Then there's the part where you put the microwave. That's a pretty good size section as well. Yeah. Then there's the very top. So technically, you could probably eventually, about 6 of those hydroponic machines on this rack, technically. Now, it'll take you a while to get
might have to put like a sturdy piece of cardboard because is it bars made out of like metal? Did you just say that?
I will have to figure out the watering thing because you don't want water flowing. Oh, no, wait a minute. No, if you're doing it in the hydroponic system, you wouldn't have. I mean, you would be putting water in it, but it's not going to leak like as if you're watering a plant.
No. But
all the water is contained within the machine.
But when you set the containers on it,
yeah, I think
they might be wobbly.
The middle one, I don't have to worry about because that's where the microwave will set. So that's sturdy. Yeah. But the top section, maybe he could cut a piece of wood to fit there.
Yeah.
And then maybe on the bottom one as well, a piece of wood. Yeah. Yeah. And I actually did think of that. But it's going to be a while. It's a transition. So that's my plan for fall is to get one. And I'll probably put it on the microwave part first. I'll start there because that's the most already sturdy, ready part and most waist level or whatever. I'll probably start there and then branch out. But it will basically fit about 6, I think.
That would be cool.
Can you share your link? Oh, does Penny put out videos?
No, she's got some videos of her area. Like personal videos.
Oh, did you put your email address?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can send your videos to this email right here.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Very cool.
I saw one where because there was so much flooding over in her area, and I don't know if this one's exactly her area, but it's somewhere near her. The water washed a huge sinkhole out of the road. Yeah. So they just got hammered with a ton of flooding where she lives. So
I'm trying to think of the herbs I need to write down on this list for you.
oh yeah. So
hyssop, oregano, lemon balm, bergamot, borage, calendula.
And I know there's bound to be.
I know there's more.
There's something in here for you.
Oh, I'm sure there is. Yeah. Oh, and I didn't say mullein. And then when I spell mullein wrong, I'm sorry. I don't know how to spell mullein. I'm just gonna guess. I'm sure you'll figure it out.
So I'm thinking we should go because I'm really hungry and I need some cheese. That's
random. I'm hungry and I need some cheese.
Yeah, that's quick.
Right?
That's quick. I just have to.
Heather's hungry and she needs cheese.
I have to cut the cheese.
Apparently it's time for cheese. So we'll try to do another live tomorrow because Heather's trying to get her watch time. If you have an extra device, please get her channel going to help her out with that. Also, Broken Hearts Ministry is needing some watch time to get those thumbs up going up because the thumbs down, I'm sure, are not reflecting well for the ministry channel.
Tomorrow I have an emergency video coming out.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
So that's all I'm going to say.
Thank you for coming in, High Country Homestead. Thank you for coming in.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, we just did some pretty much just gardening chit chat, really.
Gardening stuff. A few laughs and a little gardening mixed in. So we appreciate you guys coming in. We're going to try to do some of these pop-up chats within the next couple weeks so we can try to use up this StreamYard money
y'all
there. And then it will be gone and we won't be able to do it for a while. So
yeah, we're going to have to look into that. Different streaming services.
Yeah. Hey, maybe you can look into it. Maybe they'll give you a free month. I heard somebody else got a free month.
Really? I'll wait until yours is about to expire, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that way, you know.
I thought I saw something move out of the corner of my eye. That was weird. Kitty's already outside, so it's just me.
You're going nuts. No, I'm just kidding.
I am. Yeah, I spend too much time. However, I spend my time alone with the green babies outside. You know, the cats, the plants.
Don't forget to sing
to
the plants.
Sing to the plants. I definitely feel like I need to pray over the plants to keep the bugs away.
And that too.
I need to make up a song I need to make up a song to the bugs.
Yeah, you should. That might be fun.
A funny song to the bugs, and then videotape it for everybody.
You're not such a funny guy.
It'll be my own original hilarious song. Do you think I can do it, guys?
Do it.
That would be fun.
That would be fun. I think you should.
I do. And I could name all the, oh my gosh. I could name all the bugs I had last year. My parrot never shut up. I'm not alone. Yeah. I got cats. But as far as humans, the humans come home about 5:30, 6:30, you know. Yeah. So,
I've got my two sons are home all day, pretty much every day.
Thank you.
But I pretty much just hang out with the dogs and the farm animals.
Old bugs. Yeah. I'm gonna sing a go away bug song. I'm gonna make up a go away bug song. That would
You're
be
not the right fun guy. Maybe
Dixie Jean can do it.
With her accent and a little hee.
That'd be fun. Because then I don't have to take responsibility.
You know your little laugh? If you could get that laugh. Gail, the laugh. Yeah, where it does the replay. Hee hee so many times. That's funny. Oh my gosh. Oh, you're gonna kill me.
Bob to work out of the house, plus he gets mad, paid, taking care of you.
That's good.
Huh.
Oh, he gets mad? Oh, he gets good pay. Either or. I'm thinking he gets good money.
Well, we're hoping he doesn't get mad at you. That's what we're hoping.
Yeah.
We're just hoping he doesn't get mad at you.
Yeah.
He can get mad at maid, but he can't get mad at you.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right.
Thank you guys for coming in today. We'll try to pop back up again tomorrow, do another pop-up chat. Thank you guys for coming in. We appreciate all of you, and thank you for helping Heather with her watch hours.
And Broken Hearts Ministry.
Sure. Why not? Thank you. I don't know what to say when you throw it back at me. See, now I know what it feels like. Oh, all right. Thank you guys for coming in. Bye, everybody. Let's see if I can do it.
Bye.